Ladies and gentlemen, the politics of the Republic of Kenya are currently turning to be a game of the fittest to survive. A man who is currently clinging on the edge of a collapsing building is the current DP of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Abraham KITHURE Kindiki. As Ruto recently he handed over the Kindikis mandates and budget to the office of the Deputy President to the President's PA, personal assistant, Farouk KIBET. If you have noticed recently, Kindiki has stopped conducting the development empowerment programs that he had been running all over the country with. This is after Ruto established that even after giving billions of money to KITHURE Kindiki to buy back the people of the Mount Kenya region to East Corner, the people have refused to side with KITHURE Kindiki, and Kindiki has been unable to convince even 5% of the Mount Kenya region votes to return to Ruto's side. Realizing that, Kindiki has been unable to fit in the shoes of the former DP Rigathi Gachagua and the party leader of DCP, Ruto has had to step in and take over the empowerment programs from KITHURE Kindiki and run them for himself. Now, if you have noticed recently, these empowerment programs have been conducted, they have recently been taken out of the ground where Ruto has been running them at the Statehouse himself, where he has been transporting people from all corners of the country to the Statehouse, Nairobi. Realizing that Kindiki has been unable to deliver, Ruto has directed the budget of empowerment programs to the office of his PA Farouk KIBET, who recently has been camping in the western region and the Luo Nyanza region, mobilizing people for the two-term agenda and more so trying to lobby for UDA's candidate and ODM's candidate in the upcoming by-elections, both in Malava and Kasipul Kabondo. Now, for Kindiki's last trial to prove to Ruto his worthiness in the Mount Kenya region, Ruto has assigned KITHURE Kindiki the role of delivering the Bere North constituency by-election to William Ruto to at least convince Ruto and the entire Kenya Kwanza regime that he, KITHURE Kindiki, deserves to have a chance at the table and he can actually go ahead and convince the people of the Mount Kenya region to vote for William Ruto come the year 2027 so that Ruto can at least maintain him as his running mate in the 2027 general election. As we know, by-elections in Kenya have always ended up as a litmus paper to prove whether the ruling regime still has a chance to win the general election or whether it will lose it to the opposition. As you have noticed, Kindiki has recently been camping in Embu County trying to mobilize the people to supporting the UDA candidate in the upcoming by-elections in Bere North. On the other hand, Farouk has been aggressively campaigning for UDA's candidates in Malava by-election, where he is also campaigning for the ODM candidate in Kasipul by-election, comparing Kindiki's performance in the Bere North by-election against the United Opposition-supported candidate DP party candidate
so that we can build on the success we've had
that Kindiki
and
has
take
no
this
chance
country to the
against
next level.
Karish, no other Chama
I am a very
Chakazi
proud
candidate
person this morning
Boy. According to the
that we are
intel
making
we
this decision
if Kindiki
together.
loses the Bere North
So mimi
by-election,
nataka
it
niseme
will be
kwenu, you
over for
have
him. And Ruto will
made the
shift
people of
focus to
Kirinyaga
either
proud
Western
because
or Luo Nyanza to pick a
go to
running
Mombasa,
to help him
Kitui,
secure the
Machakos,
win for the
Nairobi,
presidency in the year
anywhere,
2027.
Nakuru,
And that is
Eldoret,
why
Nanyuki,
I began by
Kakamega,
saying that the goals
Homa
of
Bay,
the
Migori,
of the current
everywhere.
deputy
The
president,
largest housing
Abraham
estate
KITHURE
today
Kindiki,
in every
is
town in
hope.
Kenya
Because
is
according
our
to
housing program.
insiders, William Ruto has diverted the budget meant for the office of the deputy president in conducting the ongoing empowerment development tours all over the country, which has been the agenda and the notion that KITHURE Kindiki had been running around with in the country. But recently, it was taken away from him and it was handed over to Farouk KIBET. And if you all are keen in observing how politics are playing out in the current Kenya Kwanza regime, Kindiki is currently in Embu County. He has been camping in the Mount Kenya region to try and at least convince William Ruto that at least he can deliver to William Ruto come the year 2027. He has been transversing Embu, Meru, Tharaka Nithi. You all saw the other day while he was in Embu, Kindiki told in Meru, he told the people of Meru County that my people, I am your son. It can't be that President William Ruto has me as his deputy president, and here in Meru County, where I come from, is where Ruto does not have support. Because it beats logic. That is what KITHURE Kindiki was trying to convince the people of Meru County with. Now, seeing the collapsing notion of KITHURE Kindiki's development programs agenda, William Ruto has given all the mandates to one Farouk KIBET to try and mobilize the crowd in Western region, in the Mulembe nation. And this crowd is being mobilized to support UDA, to support Kenya Kwanza leaders in the Western region. That is people like Akina Musalia Mudavadi, of Moses Wetangula, and in Luo Nyanza also. Farouk has been there going around with the leaders of ODM party, Akina Junet Mohammed, Millie Odhiambo, PS of Interior, Remo Domolo. All this is trying to weigh between Mount Kenya, the Luo Nyanza, and the Western region. Where should Ruto rely in picking his running mate come the year 2027? If Kindiki doesn't deliver in the Bere North constituency by-election that is to be held on 27th of November, where Madenge, the candidate of UDA, according to the regime, they want the candidate to win. If the candidate of UDA loses in Bere North, then the Kenya Kwanza has lost the Mount Kenya region completely. Are we together? So William Ruto will have to shift his ambitions elsewhere. And let me tell you, Ruto might not even pick a Luo running mate come the year 2027. Remember, the second region after Mount Kenya is the Western region, the Mulembe nation, in numbers, the second largest region. So William Ruto might end up picking Mudavadi or Wetangula as his running mate, and you know the people of Mulembe nation, how they vote. Where they have a chance is where they place their votes. And if the Mulembe nation votes as a block for William Ruto, and the Luo Nyanza region votes as a block for William Ruto, then William Ruto has a chance in retaining the presidency come the year 2027. That's why I'm telling you. The cards that Farouk KIBET is currently playing in the Western region should be analyzed carefully. Remember in the year 2002, when Mwai Kibaki picked Kijana Wamalwa as his vice president, that ensured him that he has the support of the Western region as a bloc behind him. And he had Raila Amolo Odinga support him, endorse him in 2002. And then his Mount Kenya region backed his bid. Though there was another candidate in the Mount Kenya region then, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, but Kibaki won because of the Luo Nyanza region votes and the Mulembe nation votes, because Kijana Wamalwa was his running mate then. So William Ruto might go the Kibaki way in the year 2027, and he might end up winning. And that is why KITHURE Kindiki, if he loses this, William Ruto will have no otherwise than to choose either Mulembe or Luo for a running mate come the year 2027. That's what's up. Make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you think about this analysis. Leave a comment on the comment section. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.